If you think you know Istanbul well, wait until you see these 8 hidden secrets of the city that we found for you. From underground caves to spooky abandoned buildings and even secret islands, you won't believe what we have in store for you. So get ready and let's explore together. And don't forget to hit the like button so you can keep coming back for more amazing travel guides and tips. Number 1. The mysterious underground city of Derinkuyu. Located 40 miles from the city center, this massive underground city is one of the most impressive cave systems in Turkey. Built between 2 hills, it features dozens of floors and rooms connected by tunnels. But the question is, why was it built? Historians believe that Derinkuyu was created in the 7th century during the Arab attacks on the Anatolian region. The locals dug into the soft volcanic rock to create a shelter for themselves. As time passed, the city expanded with new levels being added until it became a labyrinth of underground passages and chambers. It took centuries to complete the whole system, and at its peak, it could house up to 20,000 people. What's really amazing is how they managed to make it self-sufficient with everything from kitchens and bathrooms to schools and even churches carved inside the cave. To reach the entrances, one has to descend 18 meters deep into the ground through narrow shafts. There are other entrances too, but they're cleverly hidden in suspicious places like animal stables and bathrooms. The city remained unknown to the outside world until a Turkish schoolteacher stumbled upon it in 1963. Nowadays, visitors can explore some parts of the underground city while others remain closed off due to safety concerns or ongoing excavations. When you go there, make sure you bring a flashlight because the lighting inside is very dim. It's an experience that will make you feel like you've stepped back in time and discovered something truly unique. Number 2. A ghost town in Istanbul. Did you know that the once bustling Galataport neighborhood is now uninhabited? During the early 20th century, it was a thriving community with homes and businesses lining the streets. However, in 2008, the government condemned the buildings in the area due to their poor condition, and most residents had to relocate. This resulted in a ghost town with empty streets and eerie silence. While some have returned since then, many still remain vacant, giving the place a creepy vibe. If you're feeling adventurous, why not take a stroll through the empty streets and explore the abandoned homes? You might even spot some street art or graffiti left behind by the former residents. Just be sure to bring a friend along for support, and don't go at night because it can get pretty dark and scary. Also, remember to respect any warning signs or barricades and don't enter any private property without permission. Who knows? You might just discover something interesting or maybe even some hidden treasures left behind by the former inhabitants. Number 3, the abandoned railway tunnel. Can you imagine traveling through a tunnel that hasn't been used for over a century? Well, you can do just that in Istanbul. Tucked away beneath the bustling city streets is an abandoned railway tunnel from the Ottoman era. Built in 1875, this tunnel was part of the first steam train line connecting Istanbul to the neighboring towns of Beylik and Arnavutköy. However, it fell into disuse when the Hezarfen tunnels opened in 1908, which were larger and more efficient. Today, the old tunnel is accessible only to adventurous explorers seeking a unique urban exploration experience. Equipped with a flashlight and wearing comfortable shoes, you can crawl through the narrow passageways and marvel at the historical engineering feat. Just remember to be respectful and leave any souvenirs for future explorers. Who knows? Maybe someday soon the Istanbul tunnels will be restored and used for public transportation again. Number 4. A secret island near Istanbul. Privata is a small island located just 20 minutes away from Istanbul by boat. For many years, it was a well-kept secret known only to a few locals. However, nowadays, tourists have caught on, and it has become a popular destination for those looking to escape the hustle and bustle of the city. On Privata, you can relax on sandy beaches, explore ancient ruins, or simply enjoy breathtaking views of the sea. You can also rent a boat or join a tour group if you prefer not to travel alone. Although the island has become more crowded in recent years, it is still relatively unknown compared to other tourist hotspots in Istanbul. Make sure you visit soon before everyone else finds out about this hidden gem. Nome. 5. An underground market. Istanbul is known for its bustling Grand Bazaar and spice market, but there's a hidden underground market that's worth exploring. Located beneath the historic Balat district, this underground labyrinth offers a unique shopping experience with narrow corridors filled with stalls selling everything from spices and sweets to clothes and shoes. The best part? Prices are generally lower than in the main markets. It's important to note that bargaining is expected here, so don't be afraid to haggle with the vendors to get the best deal. Additionally, be prepared to navigate dimly lit areas with uneven surfaces and be aware of pickpockets operating in crowded spaces. Despite these challenges, visiting the underground market is an adventure that will immerse you in local culture and provide a glimpse into everyday life in Istanbul. Number 6. Ancient remnants in modern buildings. Istanbul is full of surprises, and one of them awaits you at the Taksim Square. Imagine walking down a busy street surrounded by modern shops and cafes, unaware that beneath your feet lies an ancient secret. It's true. Beneath the pavement around Taksim Square, you can find remnants of the Theodosian walls, a massive defensive structure built in the late 4th century AD by Roman Emperor Theodosius II. These ancient walls once protected the city from invaders, but now they're hidden away beneath the bustling metropolis. While you can't explore the tunnels and chambers that once housed soldiers and equipment, you can still see sections of the wall above ground, such as the Yedikul fortress, which served as a gateway to the city. Another remarkable remnant is the cistern of Philoxenos, an underground water storage tank built in the 6th century AD. This cistern played a crucial role in supplying fresh water to Constantinople, the ancient capital of the Byzantine Empire. Today, you can admire its impressive arches and columns while learning about its fascinating history. So next time you find yourself in Taksim Square, take a moment to appreciate the ancient wonders that lie beneath your feet. Who knows? You might just stumble upon an unexpected piece of history. Number 7. A secret cave. Istanbul is full of secrets, and one of them is hidden near the popular tourist spot of Pierre Loti Hill. Tucked away in a quiet corner of the city, this cave is a peaceful oasis away from the crowds. To find it, you need to venture off the beaten path, but the journey is worth it. Once you discover the cave, you'll be rewarded with a serene atmosphere that's perfect for relaxation or meditation. The entrance to the cave is adorned with natural formations that add to its mystique, and the interior is cool and refreshing, making it a great escape from the summer heat. But be careful, because the cave can be slippery. So wear appropriate footwear and bring a flashlight to explore deeper inside. Don't forget to stay safe and responsible when visiting this hidden gem. Number 8. A hidden museum. Istanbul is overflowing with historical sites, and one of them is tucked away on a side street in the Fatih district. The Museum of Turkish and Islamic Arts, also known as the Muradian Museum, is a hidden gem that's not as crowded as other museums like the Topkapi Palace or the Hagia Sophia, with a collection of over 2,000 artifacts, including calligraphy works, ornaments, and tiles. This museum showcases the beauty and diversity of Turkish and Islamic art. The building itself is a masterpiece, originally serving as a library and mosque before being converted into a museum in 1988. Visiting this hidden gem is a must for anyone interested in history or art. Just be sure to bring your camera to capture the intricate details and stunning pieces on display. You won't regret it. We hope you enjoyed exploring the hidden secrets of Istanbul with us. Did you find this video helpful? Let us know in the comments below. We would love to hear about your experiences in Istanbul. I recently spent 2 months in Istanbul, and this is what I discovered about the city. What did I discover? Well, I found a place where time stood still centuries ago, and there are many of these places in Istanbul. It's like stepping back into history. And I also learned that the locals love their city very much. They're proud of it. They care for it. They protect it. And because they want to protect it, they keep secrets. They keep some things to themselves. And who can blame them? It's their home. So here are 5 things that Istanbul residents don't really want tourists to know, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Number 1, the secret of the best views. When people talk about the best view in Istanbul, they're talking about the view from the Galata Tower. And it is a great view. When you climb the tower, you get rewarded with an amazing panorama of the city, the Golden Horn, the harbor, the minarets of the mosques. But if you ask any local, they will tell you that there is no better view in Istanbul than the view from the Galata port, the view from the sea. And it is indeed an incredible view. As the ferries and the boats pull away from the shore, Istanbul slowly comes into focus, a giant city full of life, full of energy. But the thing is, even though it is the best view, no one really knows about it. Everyone goes to the Galata Tower. No one goes to the port to watch the city come to life. And it's not because it's a bad view, it's because locals live with this view every day. They see it every day. It's just part of their daily life. They take it for granted. So you need to go to the port early in the morning or late in the evening when the city is empty and the lights are turned on. It's quite romantic. The second secret is about the best street food in Istanbul. Everyone knows that the best kebab in town is at this place called Karakoy. It's a small shop in the Karakoy district. There's always a line of tourists waiting to buy their famous lahmacun. But locals know that there is better lahmacun in town. There are actually 2 places where locals go to eat the best lamb in Istanbul. And the first one is in Fener. This is a neighborhood close to the Hagia Sophia and the Blue Mosque. You have to walk through a maze of narrow streets until you get to this place. It's not easy to find. It's a hidden gem. But the lahmacun here is some of the best you will ever eat. The second place is in Karakoy. This is across the Bosporus in Asia. To get there, you must take a ferry. You have to cross the strait. And then once you're in Karakoy, you're looking for a place called Moda. That's a neighborhood where all the hipsters hang out. You'll find trendy cafes, cool bars, alternative art galleries. And in the middle of all this, there's a place that sells the best lahmacun in town. And locals go there. They stand in line to get their food. The place is called Sali Pazari. They sell different kinds of lahmacun. My favorite is the one with melted cheese. It's so good. The third secret is about the most authentic Turkish baths in Istanbul. Turkish baths are one of the oldest traditions in the country. It goes back thousands of years. It was invented by the Ottomans. And the whole idea is to cleanse your body and soul. And the best place to experience this is in the old Turkish baths. In Istanbul, there are only a few baths left like this. Most of them have been turned into museums. But there's one that's still in operation. It's called the Kilik Ali Pasha Baths. It's located in the Fatih district, close to the Hagia Sophia. And locals go there to wash themselves, to scrape off dead skin, to be reborn again. It's like a ritual. It's more than just a bath. It's an experience. So if you want to know what it's like to be Turkish, then you should try it for yourself. The bath costs around $40, and you can book a private bath where someone will scrub your back and give you a massage. Secret number 4 is about the quietest place in Istanbul. If you want to escape the crowds, then you need to go to the rooftop of the Galata Tower. It's not really a secret because everyone can go up there. It's just that no one knows what to do with that space. It's basically a parking lot for the tower's staff. If you walk past the ticket office, you can go right up there. And if you find a quiet corner, you can sit down and relax and enjoy the view. There are benches and tables up there. There's nothing much going on except the wind blowing through the city. I went there twice, and both times I had the entire terrace to myself. So if you need to think or meditate or write something, this is the perfect place. You can stay there as long as you want. Secret number 5 is about the best place to learn Turkish. Many people don't know this, but Turkish is one of the most difficult languages in the world. Even after living in Istanbul for 2 months, I still can't speak it fluently. People say it takes a year to master the language, but it's worth learning because it's beautiful. It's poetic. It's hard to describe. And the best place to learn Turkish is in a park called Yildiz. Now, this isn't just a regular park. It's the biggest park in Istanbul, and it's the place where all the intellectuals hang out. They come here to read books, write poetry, think big thoughts. And if you want to learn Turkish, then you should go there too. You'll find all kinds of people from all over the world. I met a guy from Pakistan, another guy from Japan, a couple from New Zealand. And we were all there to learn the same language. It's a melting pot of cultures. There are also free Turkish classes for beginners. So if you're just starting out, then you can join those. I already knew some Turkish before I got there, so I didn't join the class, but I did make some friends. These are just a few of the many secrets that Istanbul residents don't want tourists to know. There are so many more things to discover in this city. So if you ever get the chance to visit Istanbul, then I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to travel back in time and explore Istanbul's well-kept secret, the traces of the Ottoman Empire hidden beneath the bustling city. What was life like during the Ottoman Empire? How did this powerful empire shape the world as we know it today? Join me on this journey as we uncover the secrets of the Ottoman Empire. As we walk through the streets of Istanbul, we will discover how the Ottomans left their mark on every aspect of daily life, from architecture to culture and society. The mosques with their stunning domes and minarets, the palaces with their intricate designs, and the bustling bazaars filled with exotic goods are all testaments to the wealth and power of the Ottoman Empire. We will also explore the everyday lives of the people who lived during this time period, the merchants, artisans, and sultans, and learn about their customs, traditions, and values. But there is more to the story than meets the eye. As we dig deeper into Istanbul's hidden history, we will find that beneath the surface of this once great empire lies a story of intrigue, betrayal, and hidden treasures. Will we be able to uncover the truth behind these mysteries? Or will they remain buried forever? The year is 1453. Constantinople, the capital of the Byzantine Empire, has fallen to the invading Ottoman Turks led by the fierce Sultan Mehmed the Conqueror. With the capture of this ancient city, the Ottomans gained control over the Bosporus Strait, effectively bridging the continents of Europe and Asia. This strategic location would prove pivotal in propelling the Ottoman Empire to become one of the most powerful and influential empires in history. Over the next 6 centuries, Istanbul, formerly known as Constantinople, would witness the rise and fall of this vast and opulent empire. The seat of its government shifted to the magnificent Topkapi Palace, which would become the primary residence of the sultans and the heart of the empire's administrative and cultural life. Within its sprawling courtyards and chambers, countless decisions were made that shaped not only the fate of the Ottoman Empire, but also had profound implications for the course of world history. To truly understand the Ottoman Empire and its impact on the world, it's essential to delve into the origins and rise of this formidable power. The story traces back to the nomadic Turkish tribes of Central Asia who, driven by various factors, began their westward migration around the 11th century. Among these tribes were the Oghuz Turks, from whom the Ottomans would eventually descend. Their journey led them across the steppes and mountains to the edges of the Black Sea, where they encountered the collapsing remnants of the Byzantine Empire. In this era, the Byzantines faced numerous challenges, including internal strife, economic decline, and external pressures from neighboring powers. It was during this time that the Ottomans seized the opportunity to establish themselves in the region and played a crucial role in shaping the political landscape. During the 13th and 14th centuries, the Ottoman Principality grew steadily in power and influence under the leadership of various rulers. Osman Bey, the founder of the dynasty, laid the groundwork for the empire's future expansion. His successors, such as Orhan Bey, Murad Firz, and Bayezidi, continued to consolidate power, conquer new territories, and forge strategic alliances. The empire's early conquests included the strategic city of Bursa and the lucrative trade hubs along the Aegean coast. These victories not only expanded Ottoman territory, but also provided access to vital trade routes and resources. However, it was under Murad II that the Ottomans faced a significant turning point. In 1422, a rebellion broke out within the ranks of the Janissaries, the elite military force that had become an integral part of the Ottoman army. This uprising demonstrated growing tensions and power struggles within the empire. But Murad II's ability to quell the rebellion showcased his strength and set the stage for further expansion. The path to the conquest of Constantinople began with Sultan Mehmed the Conqueror's preparations. He assembled a formidable army, invested in advanced weaponry, and studied the city's defenses meticulously. On April 6, 1453, the Ottoman forces commenced their assault on Constantinople. After a siege that lasted over 2 months, the city finally fell on May 29, 1453, marking a pivotal moment in history. This victory not only established the Ottomans as a major power, but also symbolized the end of the Byzantine era and the beginning of a new age in world history. Exploring Istanbul's historical peninsula, we can visit the iconic Hagia Sophia, a masterpiece of Byzantine architecture that stands as a testament to the city's rich past. Originally built as a church, it was later converted into a mosque and now serves as a museum. The building's magnificent dome and intricate mosaics will leave us in awe. As we wander through the sprawling Topkapi Palace, we'll discover the grandeur and opulence of the Ottoman Sultan's residences. From the harem to the treasury, each room tells a story of power, wealth, and cultural exchange. The palace's panoramic views of the Bosphorus Strait remind us of the empire's strategic importance in bridging Europe and Asia. No trip to Istanbul would be complete without exploring the bustling Grand Bazaar and Spice Bazaar, where the vibrant colors, aromas, and sounds transport us back in time. These historic bazaars, established during the Ottoman era, showcase a wide array of goods from spices and textiles to ceramics and jewelry. The labyrinthine alleys and hidden courtyards offer a captivating glimpse into the commercial heart of the empire. As we stroll through the historical streets of Fatih and Eminonu, we'll encounter mosques like the Süleymaniye Mosque, with its grand courtyard and impressive architecture, reflecting the influence of Islamic art and design. These architectural gems serve as silent witnesses to the Ottoman Empire's lasting legacy. Venturing beyond the historical peninsula, we can explore the charming neighborhood of Balat, home to the cistern, an underground water reservoir from the Byzantine era. The massive vaulted ceilings and eerie atmosphere of this subterranean labyrinth evoke a sense of wonder and mystery. To fully immerse ourselves in the Ottoman experience, a visit to the Museum of Turkish and Islamic Arts is essential. Here we can admire a diverse collection of artifacts, calligraphy, ceramics, and textiles that illustrate the cultural richness of the Ottoman era. Finally, no exploration of Istanbul's hidden Ottoman history would be complete without a cruise on the scenic Bosphorus Strait. As we navigate the waterways, we'll witness the city's unique blend of East and West and gain a new perspective on the empire's strategic significance. Throughout our journey, we've uncovered the rich tapestry of Istanbul's hidden Ottoman history. From the majestic Hagia Sophia to the sprawling Topkapi Palace, we've witnessed the grandeur and cultural brilliance of the Ottoman Empire. The bustling bazaars, mosques, and palaces tell tales of a time when trade flourished, faith inspired awe, and power shaped destinies. As we reflect on our journey through Istanbul, we realize that the city is more than just a historical treasure trove. It's a living, breathing entity that continues to evolve while preserving its cultural heritage. Istanbul's hidden Ottoman history reminds us of the enduring legacy of the past and the profound impact it has on the present. Before we say goodbye, let's take a moment to appreciate the stories, art, architecture, and culture that have made Istanbul the captivating city it is today. So as you plan your own adventure in Istanbul, don't forget to explore the city's hidden corners and discover the echoes of the Ottoman Empire that still resonate within its walls. You might stumble upon unexpected treasures, architectural gems, or historical sites that reveal the true essence of this enchanting city. Thank you for joining us on this journey through Istanbul's hidden Ottoman history. We hope you've enjoyed exploring the city's fascinating past and discovering the stories that have shaped its identity. If you're passionate about history, travel, and cultural exploration, we invite you to subscribe to our channel. We have many more exciting adventures planned, and we want you to be part of our community. Until next time, keep exploring, keep asking questions, and keep discovering the hidden gems that make our world so extraordinary. This is Istanbul. This is the famous Hagia Sophia. And this is the one and only Blue Mosque. Here in Turkey, we have hundreds of mosques, but this one is definitely the most beautiful one. What if I told you that these two magnificent pieces of architecture hold secrets from the Ottoman Empire dating back to the year 1699? And what if I told you that today in this very same city you can find an old Ottoman hammam, which is basically a Turkish bathhouse where the Sultan's wife, the Sultan's mother, and even the Sultan himself used to go to get washed and get the famous Turkish massage called keen. Well, let me tell you, you can find all those things here in Istanbul. And more than that, you can experience them yourself. You can wash yourself with freezing cold water, lay down on hot marble stones, scrub your entire body with freezing cold water again, and at the end, lay down on a freezing cold marble table for the world-famous Turkish massage. But don't worry, it's not going to be painful. Instead, you will feel relaxed, rejuvenated, and ready to start a brand new life. At least that's what they told me. Welcome to my channel. Today, we're going to travel back in time to the days of the great Ottoman Empire and learn about the hidden Ottoman secrets of the Hagia Sophia, the Blue Mosque, and the traditional Turkish bathhouses. Make sure to stay until the end, because I've got a special gift for you. Our first stop is the world-famous Hagia Sophia. The construction of the Hagia Sophia started in the year 360 AD by the order of Roman Emperor Constantine the Great. And for the next 1,000 years, it was the largest church in the entire world. After the conquest of Istanbul in the year 1453 by the Ottomans, it was converted into a mosque. During the Ottoman period, several renovations were made to the structure, including the famous one commissioned by Sultan Mehmed the Conqueror himself. Later, during the reign of Sultan Selim I, the building was once again renovated, and that renovation project was led by the famous Ottoman architect Mimar Sinan, the same architect who designed the Süleymaniye Mosque and the Selimiye Mosque in Edirne, two other masterpieces of Islamic architecture. In fact, the dome of the Hagia Sophia, which is one of the biggest domes in the world, was built during the reign of Sultan Selim I, and it was also during his reign that the Hagia Sophia became the official mosque of the Ottoman Empire. Throughout the centuries, the Hagia Sophia was serving as both a mosque and a museum. However, recently, President Erdogan decided to turn it back into a mosque, and the first prayer was held there on July of 2020. But what is the secret of the Hagia Sophia? Well, when the Ottomans conquered Istanbul, they were only able to do so because of the help of one man. That man was the famous Greek Orthodox monk named George Francis. He helped the Ottomans to enter the city through the land walls of Constantinople, which are still standing today. And he did so because he hated the rule of the Eastern Roman emperors. In return for his help, Sultan Mehmed the Conqueror granted him a noble title and allowed him to keep all of his wealth. He was even invited to the Sultan's box during the conquest to watch the spectacle. However, after the conquest, he left the city and traveled to Rome, where he wrote the detailed description of the fall of Constantinople, which is known today as Istanbul. But our story doesn't end here. After the conquest, many Greeks who didn't convert to Islam were actually allowed to keep their religion, property, and even their lives. In fact, Sultan Mehmed the Conqueror issued a religious tolerance edict, which allowed Christians and Jews to live in his empire as long as they paid a special tax called jizya. Also, it is said that George Francis later converted to Islam and took the name Hamza and continued working for the Ottomans as an advisor. However, there is no historical evidence to support that claim. Our next stop is the world-famous Blue Mosque. It was built between the years 1609 and 1617 by the order of Sultan Ahmed I. Contrary to popular belief, the Blue Mosque got its nickname because of the blue tiles that decorate the interior, not because of the color of the mosque itself. In fact, its official name is actually the Mosque of Sultan Ahmed. Just like the Hagia Sophia, the Blue Mosque has 6 minarets. It was the first mosque to have that many minarets. It was designed by the same architect, Mimar Sinan, who designed the Hagia Sophia. And it was also the last mosque to have the famous Ottoman calligraphy on the walls instead of paintings. So what is the secret of the Blue Mosque? Well, when Sultan Ahmed I commissioned the mosque, he wanted to have 7 minarets instead of 6. However, when he learned that the famous architect Mimar Sinan, who was by that time already 70 years old, said that it would be impossible to build a mosque with 7 minarets, he changed his mind. So instead, Mimar Sinan added the 7th minaret on the mosque's roof, which made it possible to have 7 minarets in total. There is another secret hidden inside the Blue Mosque, and it is related to the tomb of the unknown soldier. On the right side of the entrance, you will notice a marble tomb with the inscription that reads, "Here lies the unknown soldier who sacrificed himself for the independence of our homeland." But what does it mean? Well, it means that the person who's buried there sacrificed his or her life for the sake of Turkey's independence. However, no one knows who that person is because they were never identified. But there is a secret behind the secret. The inscription on the tomb was written by the famous Turkish poet and the founder of the Turkish language as we know it today, Ziya Pasha. And now it's time to discover the secret of the Ottoman bathhouses, or hammams as we call them in Turkish. They were an integral part of the Ottoman culture, and they were not just a place to get clean, but also a place to socialize and relax. The traditional Turkish bath starts with a freezing cold water wash. It may seem unbearable at first, but then it opens up your pores and removes all the dirt and dead skin. Then comes the massage with freezing cold water. This is where they slap and hit your entire body with freezing cold water, and it hurts like hell. But wait, before you run away, let me tell you, it's not supposed to hurt. Instead, it increases your blood flow and makes you feel more energized. And then it's time for the main event, the Turkish massage. You lay down on a freezing cold marble table while a burly, hairy old man starts to give you the massage by digging his elbows as hard as he can into every crevice of your back. It may seem painful, but instead it relaxes your muscles and relieves your stress. And let me tell you, this is not just any massage. This is the world-famous Turkish massage. It is unique and unlike anything else. In the Ottoman times, hammams were not just a place for ordinary people like you and me, but also for the sultan's wives, mothers of the sultans, and even the sultans themselves. The sultan's mother was called the Valide Sultan. She had immense power during the Ottoman Empire, and she usually came to the hammam with a huge convoy of eunuchs and female slaves. The sultans themselves also enjoyed the luxury of having their own private hammams inside the palace. These hammams were decorated with beautiful tiles and calligraphy and were equipped with everything a sultan could need for a relaxing bath. Even though those extravagant hammams no longer exist today, you can still find some traditional ones in Istanbul. They may not have the same luxury as the ones from the Ottoman times, but they are still just as relaxing. The best thing is that they are usually located in quiet neighborhoods, so you won't have to deal with crowds of tourists. Okay, so we uncovered the secrets of the Hagia Sophia, the Blue Mosque, and the traditional Turkish bathhouses. But I promised you something more, didn't I? Well, here it is. If you want to experience the real Turkish hospitality and taste the authentic flavors of the Ottoman cuisine, Then make sure to check out the restaurant. Located in the heart of Istanbul, the restaurant offers a unique dining experience with its traditional Ottoman decor and world-class service. But that's not all. The menu features authentic Ottoman recipes that have been passed down for generations, such as the famous Ottoman kebab and the delicious desserts like Turkish delight and lokum. And to top it all off, you will be served by the friendly and professional staff who will make you feel like royalty. Don't forget to mention that you're a subscriber when you make a reservation because the restaurant has a special treat for you. If you like this video, please make sure to share it with your friends and family. See you next time.